Welcome to Patty's Garage. This morning I'm going to start working on degreeing the AC Dodd RT camshaft, and there are several steps that we need to undertake before we begin the actual degreeing process. And one of them is to make sure that the crankshaft and camshaft gears are aligned so that the chain will track properly. And the way we do that is to put a straight edge across the top, and then to shine a light. Let me see if I get a light turned on here. Shine a light across, and we can see underneath this. So this you can't see any light shining underneath the straight edge, but over here you can. And what that means is that this gear is lower than the camshaft gear, and the way to adjust that, take that off of there, is by adding additional shims. Let's see if I can get a couple of them. Get one of them up here. Oop, there we go. So this is a little tiny shim down here, very thin shim. There's a pair of them. And what we need to do is add additional shims to this area, raising that up. But before I do that, I'll need to remove this woodruff key. So what we need to do is tap this woodruff key, hit it with a little screwdriver, and see if that'll pop out of there. Yeah, just about ready to fall out of there. So we'll pop that out and take a look at the shims. Okay, there we go. We just about got her. Pull that out of there. So there's our woodruff key and slot. We'll put that aside. Now I should be able to take a look at these shims, and they slip right over. So they've been around a bit. I'll have to knock that little burr off of there. So oh yeah, here's another. Just way down there. Here we go. So we actually had 3 in there. This one's fighting me. Here we go. So we got 3 shims, and that's it. So we got, here's 3 shims that they've been around for a while. And then we've bought some additional shims from Mini Mania, and that's what they're gonna look like. And so we'll get to stacking those up. I'll be able to, without that woodruff key on there, we'll just kind of, I think that created a little burr. Have to get that taken care of. So here's this lower one. That's the original shim, and you can see that the new one is a little broader base on it, but they'll slip right over, just like so. And I'll probably start with the new ones. Put those down. We'll drop that gear over top, and we'll take another measurement. Okay, so I've got 5 new shims. These are 5/1000ths each. So we've got 25/1000ths thickness going onto the crankshaft. And then we've got our crankshaft pulley. It should just pretty much drop right back down on those. And then it is just a matter of using the straight edge once again to see how we're looking. Okay, and I can see right off the bat that we are going to, and I assume that we would, that we're going to need those the original 3, which is what we had measured. So if I put these additional 3 shims on there on the top, and then we drop our crankshaft gear back on there, and yeah, just eyeballing it, I can see that this is going to start to look good, and it is just bang on the money. Let me get that. We'll find that flashlight, and we'll kind of put you in there and you across. And so we are now to the point where there's no light shining right underneath there. So we are absolutely perfect. It might even be. Let me take a. Okay, well, we've done the light shining test through the straight edge, and found that this was a little bit high because then we had some light coming underneath the other one. It was about 4/1000ths, so I removed 1 shim, which should be approximately 5. Put the straight edge across, and we are now seeing just a slight, it's about 1/1000ths of an inch over on this side, which is as close as we're going to get these parallel in line with each other. So we're going to stop there, put the Woodruff key back in, and then we can begin putting the chain on and moving on to degreasing the camshaft.